Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Dinger Tuesday presented by GoldBoys. It's just going to be me today, so we're going to jump right into the slate. We got Red Sox at Orioles for our first game. The Red Sox are throwing Lucas Giolito, and the Orioles are throwing Kyle Bradish. Lucas Giolito has given up 8 home runs to lefties and 8 to righties. Kyle, we have no information on. It must be his first game of the season. Let's look over at some of our Orioles hitters. As I've said before in previous videos, I like to look at guys' last 15 exit velocity. I like to target the 95 or higher. So right off the bat here, we got Gunnar Henderson with a 95.8 exit velo last 15, 13.3% on the barrel. Another guy that's popping out to me is Colton Cowser. He's got 92.3 exit velo with a 20% barrel rate. If I had to go with a pick here for the Orioles, I would probably go Gunnar Henderson. Looking over at the Red Sox, one guy that's been doing really well lately is Roman Anthony, and he's batting .299 right now versus right-handed pitching. He's got 99.3 exit velo last 15 with a 26.7% barrel rate. Those are going to be my 2 picks for that game. All right, moving on to our next game. We got Braves at Marlins. The Braves are throwing Hurston Waldrop, and the Marlins are throwing Sandy Alcantara. Sandy Alcantara has given up 8 home runs to lefties and 8 to righties. And Hurston Waldrop hasn't given up any home runs yet, but he doesn't have very many innings pitched. It looks like about 6 innings. Let's take a look at the Braves here. So we got Ronald Acuna with 99.2 exit velo last 15, but a 6.7% barrel. We got Michael Harris with a 94.5 exit velo and a 20% barrel rate. If I had to go with I'd probably go those 2 guys for the Braves there. Looking on to the Marlins, we have 2 guys with a 95 or higher exit velo last 15. Otto Lopez, 95 exit velo. And then we also have Maximo Acosta with a 97.6 exit velo and a 30% barrel rate. Honestly, this one's kind of tough. There's not a lot of guys I choose from the Marlins. For the video here, let's go with Otto Lopez. He's got .265 batting average with that 95 exit velo, has 9 home runs versus right-handed pitching. On to our next game here, we got Rays at Guardians. The Rays are pitching Shane Baz, and the Guardians are pitching Parker Messick. Shane Baz has given up 17 home runs to righties, 9 to lefties, and Parker has not given up any home runs. Another situation with a guy that's just hasn't pitched a lot of innings with it looks like about 6.2 innings pitched so far. So Shane Baz is a big person we like to target whenever he's playing. When he gives up a ton of home runs, obviously. He's given up 26 total on the season. So we're going to look at some righty hitters here on Cleveland. Or for Jose Ramirez's sake, he's a switch hitter, so. All right, here looks like Kyle Manzardo has a 91.3 exit velo. Last 15, he's got 17 home runs versus righties. 243 batting average. I'll go ahead and go Kyle Manzardo for a lefty, and for a righty here, let's go, let's go Jose Ramirez. He's batting .272, has 21 home runs versus righties. The exit velo just really isn't there, but if we had to go with a pick for a righty there, let's go Cleveland. Or Jose Ramirez, sorry about that. All right, looking over at our Rays hitters here. We have some guys that are 95 or higher here. They've been swinging the bat pretty well over there in Tampa Bay. We got Junior Caminero, popular pick as always. He's got 96.7 exit velo last 15 with a 26.7 barrel percentage. And then it looks like down here, Yandy Diaz has a 94.1 exit velo last 15, 262 batting average, 9 home runs versus lefties. I think I'm going to go with the chalk pick here, Junior. It's plus 380 on DraftKings. All right, moving into our next game, we got Nationals at Yankees. Nationals are throwing Mackenzie Gore, and the Yankees are pitching Luis Gil. I don't know what's been going on with Mackenzie Gore lately. He started off the season super hot, and then he's kind of dwindled off, giving up 14 home runs to righties and 5 to lefties. Luis Gil has given up 1 home run to a right-handed pitcher. He's only got about 19 innings pitched on the season. Let's go right after the Yankee hitters here. So we would like to target a right-handed pitcher here. Got that righty versus lefty matchup. Let's take a look. Paul Goldschmidt actually has a 96.2 exit velo last 15 with a 26.7 barrel percentage. I'm liking the look at that, and 397 batting average. Probably go with Goldie there for a righty. If I had to take a lefty, I know Jazz just hit one today. I would love to go back to Jazz, but let's go with Stanton. No, it's kind of a chalk pick there, but he's got a 297 batting average versus lefties, 97.1 exit velo with 26.7 barrel percentage. Liking that look a lot right there. All right, as for Washington, it looks like we have a couple guys in the 90s with exit velo. Like in Riley Adams here. He's got a 94.4 exit velo last 15 with a 26.7% barrel. Go with those guys there for that game. All right, on to our next one. We got Twins at Blue Jays. The Twins are throwing Bailey Ober, and the Blue Jays are throwing Chris Bassett. Bassett has given up 13 home runs to lefties and 8 to righties. Bailey Ober has given up 16 to lefties and 9 to righties. Some pitchers here that like to give up some home runs, so that's good for us. Let's go after some Blue Jays hitters here. We got Vlad. Obviously, a lot of people like to pick him on Dinger Tuesday. He's got a 96.7 exit velo last 15, 295 batting average, 16 home runs versus righties. Currently plus 375 on MGM. I'm liking that pick there for the Blue Jays. Looking over at the Twins, Buxton, he's another guy obviously that's going to be picked a lot on Tuesdays, any day that he's playing. He's got a 265 batting average, 94.1 exit velo with a 20% barrel. Plus 280 on FanDuel, chalk. I do like him for the Twins though. Let's see if we can get another guy on the Twins here that's not as chalk. Let's go Trevor Larnach. Plus 600 on MGM. I like that price. He's hit 15 home runs versus righties, 258 average, 91.1 barrel or exit velo. Excuse me. I like that one there. All right, into our next one here. We got Phillies at Mets. The Phillies are throwing Jesus Luzardo, and the Mets are throwing Sean Manaea. Manaea has given up 6 home runs to righties, 0 to lefties. Luzardo has given up 14 home runs to righties and 0 to lefties. Let's target a righty here for the Mets. I know a righty that a lot of people like, Pete Alonso. His exit velo is a little bit low, though. Let's see if we can get maybe Mark Vientos. His exit velo is popping out to me right here. He's got 98.3 with a 13% barrel. I like that. Let's go with Mark Vientos. And you know what? Just for the vibes, let's go Pete Alonso also. Even though his exit velo is a little bit down, he's plus 400 on MGM. I like that price there. Given the fact that Luzardo's given up 14 home runs to righties, let's take Pete also. Alrighty, looking into some of our Philly hitters. Let's see here. JT Realmuto has a 95.1 exit velo last 15. I like that. Plus 575 right now on MGM. Go with him. And let's see here. Man, Schwarber hasn't been hitting as good lately. He's got an 88.1 exit velo. He's usually one of the top guys as far as exit velo goes. Let's go Bryce Harper also. He's got 277 batting average versus lefties. 9 home runs, plus 400. I know it's a lefty on lefty matchup, but let's give it a try there. All right, on to our next one. We got Royals at White Sox. For the Royals, they are throwing Michael Lorenzen, and the White Sox are throwing Martin Perez. Perez has given up 1 home run to righties and 0 to lefties. Only has about 28 innings pitched. Lorenzen has given up 10 to righties and 7 to the lefties. Let's take a look at our Chicago White Sox hitters here. I know I've said it before, but I usually don't pick any White Sox. But for the sake of today, being by myself, let's take one. See what happens. I think I'm gonna go with the guy that probably everyone's taking right now on the White Sox. Let's go Colson Montgomery. He's got a 90.2 exit velo last 15 with a 20% barrel. All right, looking into Kansas City. Another guy that's been smoking the heck out of the ball lately has been Vinny. I don't know how to say his last name. Pascantino. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But he's been absolutely crushing the ball lately. But let's go with Salvador Perez, actually. He's got a 91.4 exit velo last 15 with a 13% barrel. Plus 340 on MGM. Liking that one. All right. Next game here, we got Diamondbacks at Brewers. The Diamondbacks are throwing Brandon Paft, and the Brewers are throwing Jacob Misorowski. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Jacob has given up 4 home runs to the lefties, 0 to righties. Paft has given up 12 to lefties and 9 to righties. Let's take a look at our Brewer hitters here, see who is on the rise for exit velo. William Contreras, 95.1 exit velo. It's going to be my pick there for the Brewers. He's got 11 home runs versus right-handed pitching. Another solid pick there would be Yelich. He's got 22 home runs versus righties with a 93.5 exit velo. Looking on to our Diamondback hitters. Honestly, there's only one guy that I've been looking at as far as the Diamondbacks go lately, and it's been Corbin Carroll. He's got a 263 batting average versus righties, 21 home runs, 95 exit velo. Yeah, that's who I'd go with. That's what I'd go with for Arizona there. On to our next game, we got Padres at the Mariners. Dylan Cease is throwing for the Padres and Luis Castillo for the Mariners. Castillo has given up 11 home runs to lefties, 8 to righties. Cease has given up 10 to lefties and 9 to righties. Take a look here over at Seattle. I am not going to pick Cal. His odds are probably going to be super low. I know he's automatic, and that's just not very fun. Not sure what the odds are right now. They are not up, but I think I'm going to go with Eugenio Suarez. He's got a 259 batting average versus righties, 29 home runs versus righties, and 89.2 exit velo last 15, a little bit lower than what I would like, but he's got a 20% barrel last 15. I think he's ready to hit one. I'm going to go with him for Seattle. Looking over at San Diego. I know Tatis finally hit one. It's been, I think, a month is what they said today. It's been a month since he's hit a home run. Maybe we'll stick with Tatis, actually. So maybe he's figured it out. He's got the long ball going now. Let's go with Tatis. He's got a 282 batting average versus righties, 15 home runs, 89.1 exit velo. And just because he hit a home run today, let's see if he can hit another one tomorrow. On to our next game. We got Cubs at Giants. Cubs are throwing Matthew Boyd, and the Giants throwing Justin Verlander. Verlander has given up 6 to lefties and 6 to righties. Boyd has given up 12 to righties and 1 to lefties. See if we can target a right-handed batter here for San Francisco. See if we can go Matt Chapman. I've been trying to get this guy. His X velo has been pretty nice lately. I think he gets one for us. He's got a 92.7 exit velo last 15 with a 13% barrel. It's plus 450 currently on DraftKings. Right, looking on to our Cubs players. I got a few guys here with a nice exit velo. Let's go Michael Busch. He's got 22 home runs versus righties, 277 batting average, 92.4 exit velo last 15 with a 13.3 barrel. Liking that. Plus 450 also. It's a good price. All right, on to the last game that I'm going to cover for tonight. We got Reds at Dodgers. The Reds are throwing Nick Martinez, and the Dodgers are throwing Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw has given up 6 home runs to righties, 1 to lefties. Martinez has given up 10 to lefties and 10 to righties. Let's dive into the Dodgers hitters here. Ohtani's got the highest exit velo, 96.8, but we are not going to take him just because the odds are probably going to be disgusting. Looks like Max Muncy has a 92.9 exit velo last 15, 288 batting average versus righties with 15 home runs. Let's take Muncy there. Let's see if we were to take another Dodger here. Andy Pages, I like him too. 268 batting average, 18 home runs versus righties. I believe he just hit one tonight. 91.6 exit velo with a 20% barrel. Liking that one. On to our Reds hitters. Got some lower exit velo over here. The top guy, strangely enough, is Ellie De La Cruz. He's got a 91.4 exit velo last 15, 235 batting average with 5 home runs. All right, since it's only me today, instead of a trio, we're going to go with a home run duo. We've come close a few times on the trio, hitting 2 out of 3. But let's just go for 2 tonight. I think the first game I'm going to target here is the Nationals at the Yankees. Yankees have been doing really well. A guy that I liked with his exit velo and his barrel. Also has a great odds for a home run is going to be Paul Goldschmidt. He's got plus 700 on MGM right now. He's got 397 batting average, 96.2 exit velo, 26.7 barrel percentage. So that's going to be my first pick. Second pick, we are going to go with the Orioles and Red Sox game. I'm going to take a look at Gunnar Henderson. He's got a 315 batting average versus righties, 95.8 exit velo last 15, and 13.3% barrel. Plus 450 on DraftKings. I'd imagine putting those two together should be easily over plus 2,000. We'll make sure to let you guys know in the end of the video, showing you the parlay, the odds, where to tail it. But that's it for me, guys. See you next week.